Hello you beautiful noodles and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kalieha. If you are new, this is Vlogmas Day 7 and we're doing a SatChat video. If you are new, Saturdays mean SatChat videos, and SatChat videos are where I do little chit chats with me, and they can range from things that I've learned in my life, self-help, self-awareness, and just how to make yourself an overall better person each and every day. So at the end of each video, I would so love it if you would let me know in the comments down below if there's something that you feel you've learned or something that you just really didn't agree with. I just want to make sure you guys know that I am not a licensed therapist or any of that. So any of these things that I speak about in my SatChat videos are totally things that I have learned myself, things that I've went through, or things that I've done and I've had positive results with. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this SatChat video, we are talking about the holidays. And I know that for me and for a lot of other people, the holidays bring about that happy, joyous, merry feeling, but sometimes they also bring a little bit of dread. And it's just knowing that you have to go home if you live away from home. And I live significantly further away from home. I'm originally from Michigan and I'm all the way in New York City. So I'm not home a lot, if at all, during the year. So I know that separation that you can feel from your family, and also that separation you can feel from your friends, where you start to feel that you guys really don't relate that much if you don't talk a lot. What I wanted to talk about today is how to cope with that, and then just how to go about making it better from here on out. Because we don't want to just cope with things. We want to find solutions, and we want to be able to make sure that we can find something that actually makes it better. So let's go. When I'm visiting home, it feels just like that. I'm visiting, and I feel like visiting and home are two words that don't really mesh well together. So I would have this feeling of displacement or just not belonging where I am, because I don't have a room. Like, I don't have a specific room in any of the homes that I stay in when I go visit home. So it started to feel like I was a visitor within my family. And this happened with my friends too, not just not having a home, but just they've been experiencing things together while they've been home. So when I come in, it's just like I'm a pop-in experience, and then I'm just gonna pop out, like I'm a head out. And it started to feel very alienating, which I'm not sure if some of you may have felt. And what has helped me to deal with this feeling is to remember that home is not just the place, but home is the people. And I take this from church, where church is not the building, but church is the people that are in the building. Like, the people make the church, not the place. So I, the person, make the home, not the actual physical building. And what I mean when I say that is I've become so secure and comfortable in myself that no matter where I am, my place in that space allows me to feel home. And the people that I'm surrounded in that place allow me to feel home. So it's still a work in progress. There's still some times where, you might hear an inside joke or somebody's talking about something that happened last week, and you just get that slight tinge of, I wasn't there, so am I really here? But it's a constant thing. You have to constantly remind yourself that you are home, and you're home because you're who you are. So that's helped me get through the strange awkwardness of visiting home, but not actually feeling like you're home. Another thing that comes up when it's time to visit home is unresolved family issues. Now, this is something that I still struggle with and still deal with, and I'm sure if any of my family is watching this video, they are 100% aware of this as well. But there's just sometimes in your family, and I know a lot of times, especially in the African American community, that we don't talk about everything. We tend to gloss over things where it's like, we're not talking about it because, we don't discuss family business, which is something that's become so harmful. And it's so apparent how harmful it is now with a lot of just relational issues, not even romantic, but just friendships and how people interact with each other. But I digress. That could be a whole nother video. But these unresolved family issues, they seem especially glossed over during the holiday season. Am I right? It's like we're all happy to be together, and it's Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, but you're like, I know what happened 10 years ago and I'm not happy. but you're still smiling through it, and it starts to eat away at you. I can contest to this 100%. So you think, well, the holidays aren't necessarily the best place to bring up these things because I don't want to ruin the holidays for everyone. You're ruining the holidays for yourself. Point blank. Like, you're miserable. You're sitting at home and you're constantly like, well, how can this person talk to this person because they said this to me and then they know that, but you're all ha ha he he, and you're just running through all this in your mind, but you've never made this known. Not saying that, you know, people don't have to be aware of what they've done to you because you always have to speak up about it. But it does become a point where you have to say something. So if you feel like the holidays aren't the best time to do it, wait until December 26th. I'm not kidding. The next day, you need to have these conversations because you're going to start resent the people that you're hanging around. And these are friend issues too, not just family. But you're going to resent the people that you're hanging around. And it's going to come to a point where you're just never going to come home and visit. And they're going to be so confused. Well, why aren't you here? What's going on? What are you dealing with? And then it's going to start becoming that, oh, she's just dealing with something or he's just dealing with something. So we'll just let that happen and we'll let them take care of that. No. People may not change and people may not fully accept what you're saying to them, but it's your due diligence. Like, you have to do this due diligence for yourself to say, well, I said something. I spoke up about it. I let other people know how it was affecting me and how it made me feel. So once that point comes, you're good. It's gonna suck because 6 times out of 10, nothing's gonna change. And 2 times out of 10, you might start a heated argument or a heated debate or just a full-out fight. And that sucks even worse than people not changing sometimes. But what you have to understand is if you continue to keep these things inside of you, it eats away at you and you're the only person that's affected. Not saying that other people need to be affected for change to happen, but you can't expect someone to change something that they don't even know is a problem. Now, on the heels of that and you tackling family and friend issues, you have to be ready to accept that you may be a part of the problem. People may just be reacting to things that you've done, or they're taking past grievances or so on and so forth. And you have to be able to accept that you're a part of the problem. It sucks, and it's so much about being more aware of yourself and the space that you take up in different places, to the point that you, for example, may have had an argument with a friend, and the argument may be because they never thought to confront you about something because they know how you'll react to certain things. So then you have to say, okay, well, have I changed from this previous behavior? Is this hindering anything else from changing? Because what you're also going to need to do after you accept the fact that you may be a part of the problem is take that information and evaluate the rest of the stuff that you might be going through when it comes to going home for the holidays. Because a part of these problems, more than likely, you're a part of those problems. And one last thing that I can see makes the holidays hard is just accepting change in general. Things are gonna change, life's gonna change. Every family member, every friend isn't gonna be the way they were, how you remember it. And that's just what happens in life. Like, you've changed, so the people around you also have to change. You know, change is a constant, change is something that's always gonna happen. So one thing that helps the holidays become a little easier is just accepting change. These may be changes that you don't like, changes you don't agree with, and that's fine. Your grievances with how something's changed or what's different are 100% valid, but you have to at least accept that change is happening. Just because you don't like the change doesn't mean that change is just gonna stop. Because if we lived in a non-changing world, I would not like it here any more than I already don't. I'm just kidding. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed today's SatChat video for Vlogmas Day 7. As always, if you have anything to just add to this video, any comments, questions, concerns, things that you wish I would have said differently, things that you wish I would keep saying the same, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. And if you really like this video, I would love it if you subscribed, hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any more of my videos. And as always, I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.